Some said never, but they never.
Immediately, we can see the type of protest that Pepsi wanted to be associated with. The crowd is sterilized of all its anger and deviancy. Protesters are smiling, all well dressed. All of them are holding vague signs with stuff written on them, such as "Join the conversation" and other miscellaneous messages. All of them are clean and well dressed, which isn't generally representative of a protest concerning real social issues. All their signs are blue and white, which are the Pepsi colors. This protest can be perfectly described as an appeal to petty bourgeois. There is no better demonstration of the middle class than a group of people gathered at this protest.
It's been winning, but the
In this scene, we can see the other vague signs. In the background, there's a peace sign drawn with the Pepsi colors. Even the shape of the symbol is shaped just like the Pepsi logo.
not on my watch. Took all my rights away. Telling me how to pray. Won't let us demonstrate.
Kendall Jenner appears really for no good reason. The entire scene is unsettling in that she's going on about her everyday life while protest is happening outside. She offers a sparing glance but generally pays no attention to the people outside. This entire shot seems to serve nothing more than to provide sex appeal to the scene. It goes without saying that Kendall is being used as an advertising tactic, given that she has the following millions of people.
We are the movement, this generation. You better know who we are, who we are.
Again, we see a perfect example of the petty bourgeois. The cellist observes the protest from the balcony of his massive Main Street apartment. The protest below is full of obviously well-off young people. This shows Pepsi's true colors. They want the young, wealthy people buying their product. They don't want to encourage deviants to buy their product, and this is evident in the lack of attempt to identify with them.
Yeah, if some said fire when the fire was ice. No, they sold a lie. Took all my rights away. Telling me how to pray. Won't let us demonstrate. Wrong. Well, living the go in the pride. All of the lions will strive. Working so hard to unite. United with time.
This scene, again, serves to sterilize and trivialize the act of protesting. This is a blatant attempt to normalize the protest. Pepsi is portraying protest as a family fun event. This is an unhealthy portrayal of what a protest is. This isn't to say that dancing never occurs at protests, but to overlook genuine issues which are present in society and turn them into a childish little song and dance is nothing short of insulting.
Tired of lies, tired of lies. We are the lions, we are the chosen. We're gonna shine out the dark. We are the movement, this generation. You better know who we are. Oh, oh. We are the lions, we are the chosen. We're gonna shine out the dark.
Here we can see a prime example of tokenism with the singling out of two transgender women. This is done purely to check off the box of this specific demographic. This scene doesn't seem genuine at all. It seems more as though these women are being used as props rather than to include members of the community. This isn't to say that trans people have no place in advertisement and entertainment, but in this scenario, it is so apparent that Pepsi does not care to further their rights. Rather, they seek to reach a new demographic to push their beverages for profit.
And with the gifting of a Pepsi, Kendall Jenner has single-handedly mended relations between protesters and police. The perfect end of a perfect protest. Throughout this ad, Pepsi had been portraying protesting as a fun little get-together with friends. They've walked the line of vague messaging perfectly so as not to ostracize themselves from any potential customer, and they've kept the protest tame and civilized. It seems obvious then that PepsiCo doesn't really care what we protest about as long as we buy their drinks. In doing this, they've provided a perfect example of false consciousness. The target demographic for this advertisement is most likely middle-class 20-year-olds who want to rebel but don't want to get in trouble. Pepsi provides them the perfect way to do this, by drinking a Pepsi. They provide a false movement for people to be a part of while still maintaining their social stability.